What's up? It's Sammy, the Spanish guy Gabar, and new TNT champion. And you, yes, you, right now are listening to the
Bob Culture Podcast.
Bob Culture Podcast.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Nothing between the lines of the page or out of sight. Forgiveness is courageous with its angel spell and a line. Lost in no second chance or redemption can be found. 'Cause you can't run the devil and the devil is running you down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to a very special TCW and Goddesses of War edition of the BCP. Very excited right now to be talking with the new sheriff in town. He's just been handed the proverbial keys to Titan Championship Wrestling, the head honcho, Mr. Charles Delutri. Charles, welcome in, man. How are you, bro?
Hey, Rob, how are you? How's everything? It's good to hear from you, Brian. How's everything going?
It's, you know what, man, I work every day that ends in a Y, man. I'm keeping busy. I'm excited to see the girls, the goddesses this weekend. I'm excited to see you this weekend. Excited for Mount Olympus. A lot on the plate here, man. How are you feeling? How you been?
Well, it's going to be exciting November. Like I said, that it's going to be a action-packed November if you look at it. You got Goddesses Award debuting in North Jersey this Saturday. And then 2 weeks from now, the Crown Jewel event, no pun intended, Crown Jewel event of Titan Championship Wrestling, Mount Olympus, taking place in a brand new venue. Thank God it's done indoors this year, not freezing our butts off in November.
That's awesome.
Browns River is going to be an awesome time.
Let's get the shameless promo out of the way right out of the gate, man. November 6th, obviously, Goddesses of War, Battle of Athena. I'll be on the call. Very excited for that one. There's some good ones. We'll talk about that in a little bit. November 20th, Mount Olympus, as you mentioned. Where can everyone get tickets for all that great stuff here in New Jersey?
Everyone, they can go right to our website, www.titan-championshipwrestling.com. Go right there, and you'll see both posters. Just click on the poster and purchase your tickets.
Done deal. Good. And there's some good matches, man. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Shameless promo. I told Billy this. I'll tell you this right now. Right now, I'm the only three letters I'm working for are BCP. The Titan hat comes off, although I do have a Titan shirt available now at titan-championshipwrestling.com. Shameless promo. Get the merch.
There you go. Get the merch. Get the merch.
I got you. Putting on the journalist hat. Let's get into this, man. First and foremost, congratulations. Obviously, there's a new sheriff in town. We're going to talk about that right now, man. You've been handed the proverbial keys. Billy, I feel for all the right reasons. Family first. I'm that kind of guy. Kind of, focusing on that, doing some other things, and you kind of take the helm here. Tell us a little bit about how this came about and how you're feeling right now.
It was a lot of conversating between myself, Billy, and Tony, and everything like that. And they actually, I've been in the business now this past August, 8 years of professional
Congratulations.
wrestling. Yeah,
Congrats.
Thank you. And I've seen it all. I've seen the positives. I've seen the negatives of the business. And I even went to Billy myself and said, do you think I'm ready? And Billy told me, listen, you've been doing this for 8 years. If you're not ready now, then what have you been doing for the last 8 years? So it was an honor and a privilege. And it's just, it was very humbling for me to know how important I am. It's awesome.
Yeah, man. And congratulations. And again, I have to thank you guys for believing me and giving me a platform to try commentary. It's about a little over a year now. Started at the Goddesses of War Hallowed Grounds show, which was just crazy, so amazing. And I'm very appreciative. Thank you guys. Thanks for keeping me on, man. I appreciate it.
We appreciate everything that you do for us too. You and Alfred, who've been taking the realms of the commentary team for both brands. It's just, the unreal the work you guys put in is just unbelievable.
I appreciate that, man. But I'm here to put you over. So I appreciate it, though,
don't
man.
Don't put me over. I don't like getting put over.
Well, I was going to bring that up, man, because obviously believe it or not, I'm more of a behind the camera kind of guy. I prefer that. I see you with production. I see you with writing, with the proverbial pencil and all that kind of stuff. Now you kind of have been elevated a little bit, I feel, in that role. Is it going to be a lot more of the same? Is it kind of going to be like, hey, I have the keys now. I'm driving the ship. I'm the captain now. Is there a new sheriff in town? Is that kind of your attitude going into this? Are there going to be changes? Is it going to be a lot of the same, man? What's your philosophy?
Well, the whole thing is that a lot of the titans and goddesses that are do the shows with us are still going to be here. I don't feel the need of really changing that much. Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
That's the truth. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So a lot of the goddesses and titans are going to be here. At the same aspect that I want to do things like bringing people in that you haven't seen before, doing the different aspect too. Because as you see from Mount Olympus, we've added two awesome talents there who've been making waves, Smiley and Dylan McKay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like I'm giving a lot of proverbial hats, like going, what would I, I don't want to run the same thing as everyone else does, because otherwise there's no drawing it, unfortunately. So if you go to the same pizza shop, it's the same slice of pizza, that place and that place, it doesn't make a difference. So I'm trying to do a lot of things differently. But for the proverbial hat, you can say that yes, my role has been enhanced. Yes, there's a lot more on my plate than there usually is. Have I done things to organize that plate? Yes, I have, and I'm still working on a couple of things too as well.
Delegating, man. That's one of the first things I noticed, man. And like I said, always here to help if you need, man. I got you. And let's talk about production, man. We talk about our good guys at our good friends, I should say, at the HTW network who do some great things. I love those guys, man. There's some phenomenal production guys all over. I love all of them. I'm so happy to work with any of them and learn and camera switch, whatever it is. But you bringing these guys in, man, I know it's a difficult decision for you to make. You feel like this is the right decision. I feel like this could be a match made in heaven. Tell us a little bit about making that decision for production moving forward.
Believe it or not, like we wanted to enhance our production skills. Like I wanted to enhance it to the fullest extent to where that we had more. So I was introduced to Alex over at HTW.
Love Alex.
And he was actually introduced him to Johnny, and we got to talking back and forth. And with me, it's like, show me what you got before I make a decision. I don't want to get something and you don't show me what it is, and then all of a sudden it's terrible, and then not only you look like crap, I look like crap, and then it's over. Alex says, don't worry, I got you. And says, okay. So then he got to work on that promo, that world famous promo that we saw with Steve Mack and Johnny Moran.
Wow.
And it's like, so in the 10-minute promo is, oh God, 10-minute promo. I'm going to sit through 10 minutes of talking. I can't do this. But then I look at the promo and I sit there and I watch and I go, this is unbelievable. The work that was put in, not just through Mac and Moran, but the actual camera work that was done, the production by Alex and his crew, made it elevated to that sort of theatrical level. And that's what it needs. So that's why I say I knew I made the right decision working with these guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And good guys. And when I saw that promo, like, we have to talk about it real quick. Like, I told Johnny, I was like, extra mile, man. Like, you guys really went the extra mile. Mac making the trip there. Guys, if you haven't watched that, watch that promo from a production standpoint. The cameras, the lighting is like unlike anything I've ever seen. Very innovative. I like new stuff like that. So that was great. I almost got emotional a couple times during it. Very well done. So guys, check that out. That'll be on the Titan page. It's on Johnny's page on Facebook. Check that out. But let's get some shameless promo out of the way here, man. Let's talk about this Saturday, Goddesses of War, Battle of Athena. Goddesses is back. No disrespect to anybody, because there's a lot of matches I'm really excited for. But I just want to start here. Riley versus Vicky, which is in my conversation as a journalist for feud of the year on the indies with many others, but that one has been going. We see this new attitude, Riley Shepard, who's gotten opportunities. There's been some, screwy things here and there, a little bit tricky stuff going on. So now finally they are in, I believe, a 30-minute Iron Woman match in what I believe will be the main event at Goddesses of War. This is going to be a good one, man.
Yes, that match, like I said, with Goddesses, we always tried setting the standards and doing things differently, things that have never been done. Like when we first did Goddesses Award 2, we had the cage match between Christina Marie and
That's great.
Holodead.
That was great.
We had the casket match. It got hollow ground. We had the first ever Goddess ladder match over at the Wanted Dead or Alive show.
Good match.
Then we had the first ever Goddess. We had a Goddesses No Hold Barred match that night at the Bayville Elks. So now let's up the ante and do something that hasn't been done in a while. Let's have a Goddesses of War Iron Woman match. Let these two goddesses decide who is the goddess, the one that should rise to the top of the Battle of Athena to be claimed the real Goddesses of War. Now you see Riley carries around the belt with her. We don't know. She thinks she's the champion. I just can't figure it out. And up to the point to where that this is the only way it's going to decide it. It's either quit or die trying.
Yeah.
So in 30 minutes, it's going to be a brawl of a match.
I mean, real talk, Riley and Vicky, I mean, they have a great following. This is a great marquee match. 30 minutes. I mean, Vicky having this title for nearly, I believe, a year now. Riley, you know, I was calling a match with her, Wanted Dead or Alive. Sweet Riley, like we always love, one of my favorites. And she just goes up, takes the belt, hits Vicky a while ago. And now this is played out with this new attitude, Riley, like we've never seen her before. Let's be real. She could be more dangerous right now. It's
Riley is a loose cannon. She's been she was unfortunately suspended from Goddesses Award at one time when she attacked a fan. We've tried getting control of her. We don't know what's going on with her. I don't know if it's some sort of mentality state it is. It's a sort of a dominant state that she wants to do. It's just that she is a loose cannon. We try our best to control her, but it just never works sometimes.
It's time, it's time for the two of them. First name drop, I'm all about the name drops. Get the dustpan because I'm dropping names everywhere. I got to interview Jim Ross, and he literally said, I said, what advice would you have for a lot of this indie talent? This was a couple years back, and Jim or Mr. Ross had said, can you go for 30 minutes of entertaining athletic competition? And it's so funny that came full circle because we have two top indie gals going at it for 30 minutes, which is a big ask. Let's be real. Don't take this lightly, fans. 30 minutes of athletic competition. Who's going to get the most pinfalls? How is this going to play out? Is Vicky going to lose the Goddess's belt finally? Queen Midas over here with 6 belts. It's a tall task for Riley, but this new attitude may work to Riley's advantage. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait for it. You see the smile on my face. I can't wait for
that's going to be the barn burner of the night. That's when everyone's going to be sitting up their teeth waiting to see.
I can't wait to call that. Honored to be calling that one, quite frankly. And another one, we talk about these great promos. KZT, Karen Tran, put out a phenomenal promo. I always say the best promos come from real life experience, and just really great because Kennedy Copeland right now on a roll, winning that deathmatch tournament. The current hybrid H2O champion, I believe. That match is going to be amazing. It's going to be a street fight. I haven't seen KZT in person live yet. Very excited to be calling that one. Tell us about your booking on this one.
The Passaic Valley street fight. Now, these guys are known to pretty much put up a brawl. Kenny Copeland, again, you said she's from H2O. She's been through everything. You have KZT, martial arts expert, MMA expert, again, put through everything. So let these two goddesses fight out in a match that's never been on a Passaic Valley street fight. Anything can be used in this match. Tables, chairs, ladders, whatever it may be, can be used in this match. Let them fight and let them prove which one is the most fierce goddess that can be.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't want to dive into every match, but there's some great matches here. Very quickly, we see Debbie Kane defending the Funhouse Women's Championship against ECW legend Angel Orsini. Tell us how that one came about real quick.
We always love doing business with Funhouse Wrestling, with Magic and his crew. He's always been a wrestling father to me, He's always helped me out. So Magic, wanted to have this kind of match, and he says, I'm coming in hardcore. Okay, what do you got? And he gave me the match. I going, okay, that's pretty big. So
Love
That's
it.
the hot their Funhouse Wrestling. They're actually spotlighting, presenting that match. Their champ Debbie King will be taking on ECW icon Angel Orsi, and it's just going to be a fight. Now Debbie has to get a chance to see what can she do against this ECW legend.
Yeah, Debbie with the gold, maybe more dangerous than we've ever known her thus far. Got to talk about real quick, just going through the card very quickly. AEW Dark standout Nikita Knight. So excited to finally see her live in person, taking on a constant show stealer, Vita Von Star, who is just super athletic. Super excited to see her. Danny Moe, another one who's fantastic, is going to be taking on Ariel and Nix. Working with Camp Leapfrog, I do want to talk about that because I've had to work with them and they've just been great. I like what they're doing. The Crusher from Camp Leapfrog taking on Lady Blakely. How did you connect with Camp Leapfrog?
Camp Leapfrog, I connected through Alex. He's helped us out, and so again, I'm always into doing, working with other companies and get them involved too as well. So they introduced me to Lady Blakely, and I'm sorry, to introduce me to the Crusher from Camp Leapfrog. So I said, you know what? Let's give her a shot. Why not? Why not incorporate more companies into this? It just only helps. It helps everybody. You know what I mean?
I agree.
It brings everyone together. So here we are spotlighting not only Funhouse Wrestling, now we're spotlighting Camp Leapfrog.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of which, we talk about working with other companies. Some company that I just had the owner on not too long ago. I couldn't believe it. I'm surprised you didn't fire me yet. Warriors of Wrestling. Jade is taking on our goddess, I should say, Valentina Vasquez. I'm excited for this one. I did meet Jade briefly at Legends of the Ring. Very a lot of potential there. Great up and comer.
Listen. Sometimes in life we all make mistakes.
Wow.
Angry Smurf. I like to call him Angry Smurf or Papa Smurf, or whatever he likes to call. Joey B is Joey B, and he contends about sending a real warrior, a real two Titan Championship wrestler, not even goddesses of war. They failed every single time. And as you see on his last show, we proved ourselves by sending the frontline PJ Savage and Ransom when they took on their tag team and defeated them.
Yes.
So, Angry Smurf wants to bring two people. Yeah, I know. Angry Smurf, paint him blue. He jumps up and down. If you got to talk with Joey B, you have to make sure you look down in life when you have to talk to Joey B. That's besides the point.
Wow.
But he wants to send Jade. And okay, fine. Send Jade. Whoopee. Okay. We'll give you Valentina Vasquez. Again, a goddess of the war original, has been on every single goddess show. Has been through it all. Has been through a hardcore match with Mother Endless in the past.
Yes.
Has been through a horrors match, I believe, in the past. I believe she's also part of Funhouse's Wrestling, part of the tag team championship, if I'm correct. So here you have a goddess that's been through everything, has gold on her shoulders against some girl named Jade. Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Wow, feeling pretty confident on that one. But guys, again, goddesses, Total War, New Jersey, I believe. I better get there because I got to get directions. November 6th, that's this Saturday, guys. Tickets available now at Titan-Championship Wrestling.com. We also want to talk about real quick, shameless promo, Mount Olympus. And like you said, this is our proverbial Super Bowl. Am I allowed to say Super Bowl? The big game of Titan Championship Wrestling, our season finale, if you will. This is going to be a big one. I see some killer promos. I'm also very excited for the Mount Olympus Battle Royale that we had last year. Now we're bringing it back. And I'm seeing a lot of names coming from a lot of different places, which I'm all about. You mentioned Smiley, who's a fixture at so many places, Pro Wrestling Magic, NFW, always a show stealer, innovative. Yeah, tell us a little bit. And I know you got some surprises knowing you, man. That's the fun of it, man. Tell us a little bit about the booking for the Battle Royal.
The Rumble booking has been great. Again, I'll get into Papa Smurf. All right. I went into Papa Smurf, says, you know what? I'll feed your boys to the Lions Pit. So some of the Warriors will be, as you see, we announced Chris Steeler, the other two guys, Dexter, who was the ex at last time and got killed by Ransom. And I totally forgot about the other guy. You know, he doesn't look too happy anyway. I told Papa Smurf this, that these guys survive Mount Olympus. I will personally go to his show, whatever time it is in December, step in his ring and shake his hand.
Wow.
Personally do it. Okay? If they get as far as like being in the final 5 or so, I will personally go and shake his hand.
Wow. Well,
That's number 1.
Wow.
Now the actual Rumble itself is going to feature pretty much everyone that has worked in Titan Championship Wrestling. But then again, the Rumble is also known for surprises. Okay? Last year, we gave the surprises early. It was, I believe it was KTB, Alpha Jr., and Casey Navarro last year was the 3 surprises. This year, I'm not telling nobody the surprises.
Oh,
You're gonna have to be there and find out.
All right. I won't be hard hitting journalist on this, so we'll talk after the interview. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very excited for that. Always here for some surprises. There's obviously going to be a lot of potential big time winners, a lot of heavy favorites, no pun intended. It's going to be very interesting. We also got to talk about the TCW Hardcore Championship match. Waylon Cage taking on Blaze Haram, both men having a lot of momentum throughout their careers in Titan thus far. Why Blaze taking on Waylon in this one?
You have to understand what happened. Their match at the was at American Spirit. It was Blaze Haram and teaming up with Waylon Cage against the Patriot and Merc. Unfortunately, things went awry in that match, and Blaze blames Waylon for the loss. And of course, Blaze is Blaze. It's got to go crazy. And then now we have something set up to where that these two have to go through. Now we're in a building to where they have a lot of room to work. So this match can go either way. Blaze Haram versus Waylon Cage. That hardcore championship. Keep in mind, Waylon Cage has held that belt for, again, almost a year too. Yeah. He actually got it this past October. Actually, a year and 2 months to be correct. It was actually at Furious Intentions where the hardcore belt was debuted and won it against Violence.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, it hasn't lost it yet. And he's faced a lot of people in hardcore. Now you got somebody else. This match is going to be one to watch too.
Absolutely. Got to talk about this one. I really like this booking. I think this is a strong booking by you guys again. So supposed to be impartial, but as a journalist, I'll call it like I see it right now. The TCW middleweight championship. I'm so sorry I was unable to call this one or be there for this one. I was just being safe, but I digress. Congratulations, Mr. Rick Recon, on winning the TCW middleweight championship.
That was an unbelievable match that
That's
night. You can actually catch that match on our Facebook page. We actually have it up in its entirety, and it was an unbelievable match.
All of their matches have been really, really good. So I need to sit down and watch that. And I did love the show of respect afterwards of Nico's handing him the belt. I thought that was huge. So I really appreciated that as well. But you choosing the international shining star, Mr. Ray Calitri, as the number 1 contender to take on Rick Recon for the belt at this event. I'm not against it. I'll tell you right now. I was talking to Ray earlier. He's messaging. He's in Egypt right now because that's what he does. He's the international shining star. I think this is smart booking. This is money right here, Mr. Delutri.
Yeah, thank you. Believe it or not, Ray earned his shot back when he defeated Josh Adams back in American Spirit. In that, again, that's another match you have to watch. You want to watch some great grappling skills. No one thought how great of a grappler Ray was, and then it was this unbelievable match. But he earned his right to face Rick Recon again. Now, as we know, last time they faced Rick Recon, there was a interference between, not really interference, a substitute referee in that match between Chuck Yell and his daughter, if you don't remember that. So we're going to do the best I can to make sure there's going to be one referee and one referee only in this match. But, anything can happen. Again, these two Titans, known for high flying skills, known for their brute force. And again, it's looking at a high end match at this one too.
Absolutely. And we have we're still building our way to Mount Olympus. I think a lot's going to come out of Goddesses. A lot's going to come out on social media. We have the TCW debut of the Now, who I'm excited to see make their debut. We're also talking. We mentioned Smiley coming into the Rumble. We have Dylan McKay, which I'm very excited for. Can you give us anything else? Any BCP exclusives? You got anything for us? I have to ask.
Okay, I was going to give you one exclusive, but today I'll give you two. One from
my
Mount
guy.
Olympus, one from Mount Olympus, and one for something else that we'll talk about after Mount Olympus.
Very interesting. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You have, that middleweight championship is becoming a fight. You can say you see anything can happen in the middle. Management has decided that since basically a show of respect between Rick Recon and Nikos Ricos, we consider Nikos Ricos not really wanting to go for a rematch clause per se. So management has decided to give a match that Nikos Ricos has to get his rematch, but he has to go through two Titans in a triple threat match that night, which will be announced
at Mount Olympus. Wow.
At Mount Olympus, where Nikos Ricos will have to take on Smiley and Dylan McKay in a triple threat match.
Whoa.
Winner become the number one contender for the TCW Middleweight Championship.
Wow. And this is at Mount Olympus, you said?
This will be at Mount Olympus.
Wow. You guys heard it here first. BCP exclusive. That's why you're here. Mrs. Delutri, I got to call you Charlie, man. I'm sorry. But I'm very excited. I try to be formal, but I'm very
I'm never a Mr. I'm never a Sir or anything like that. I'm always Charlie. So cool.
Oh, man. And shameless promo for me real quick. We are going to have PJ Savage on next week. We're also going to be talking with the champ. Monster Mac is finally coming on the BCP. Johnny's my boy. I know I'm supposed to be impartial, Charlie, but Johnny's my guy, man. So this should be a very interesting conversation between me and Monster Mac. I'm excited for that one. And Mastodon is actually going to be on the show as well. He's doing some great things, and I believe he will be in the Rumble
too. He'll be in the Rumble too. The Mastodon. I can give you some of the names that have been planned for the Rumble so far. You got Chris Barton. You got the Mastodon. You got the faceless ones will be in the Rumble. You got making his debut, Adam Chandler will be in the Mount Olympus Rumble. You have PJ Savage, Ransom, they're going to be in the Rumble. Merck's going to be in the Rumble. You have the Warriors of Wrestling, and they have to be there by, whatever.
Wow.
They're just showing up to sell tickets. I don't know. That's what it is, okay? Now, listen, I'm now doubting the Warriors. Those guys can work. I will say that, but they're not Titan level. You know what I mean?
Wow.
They like playing in Staten Island. That's where a lot of the garbage comes from. Besides the point.
Wow. Yikes. Oh man, it's gonna be great. And I think Savage, he pretty much put himself into the Rumble. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He put himself in there. Listen, whatever the front line wants to do, they do.
That you ain't wrong, man. I did want to bring this up. Mr. Anthony Gangone, we're talking about these fire promos, man. He always has these fire promos. And again, a lot of real talk here. He's had a stellar record in Titan, man. I don't always agree with his in-ring antics for sure, but the guy hits hard. The guy gets the jobs done. Dreams by the Waterfall seals the deal. His W record just goes on and on, yet he hasn't sniffed any gold in Titan, and he called you guys out on that. Your thoughts?
My thoughts again on is this. Yes, he has. He's true. He has been undefeated in Titan Championship Wrestling. Any opponent he's had, he's blasted through them. For him to say he's underlooked, he said, okay, go into the Rumble. Show me that you're underlooked. You were in the Rumble last year. I believe Gangone was like in the Final Four, if I'm correct.
I'm trying to remember. It sounds right.
I believe he was in the Final Four. So you were just there, but didn't get it far enough. So let's see what you can do here. Go back in the Rumble. If you can stand last, let's go for it. Let's see what you do. But Gangone, it is what it is. It is what it is. I want to
Yeah.
see what you can do.
Guys, I'm very excited for both these events. Shameless promo, excited to call the Rumble, excited for Goddesses, that 30-minute Iron Woman match, the street fight. We're seeing a lot of bridges being built again. We're seeing people working together, maybe a little bit less lines in the sand going on right now. It's an exciting time for indie wrestling. It's exciting. We're back indoors, like you said. This is great. Charlie, I got to ask you this one, my friend. Now that you're in charge, my man, the goals for Titan Championship Wrestling moving forward.
Well, that's what's going to bring me to my second exclusive to you.
You are the man. You're speaking my language.
Okay. It was 2 years ago, January 11th, Titan Championship Wrestling debuted in Barnegat, New Jersey, in the Barnegat American Legion. And we started our run. And then February, we had our second show up in total. Then COVID took away what we can do, and we managed to come back. We came back in for June to do that first ever drive. The first ones out the gate to do that drive-in show. Believe it or not, and we put a lot of people to work that time, and we worked hard until November, until it got too cold. And then again, we had to wait till regulations to kick in to where we can go back inside. So that's why we didn't have a January show of this year. We too cold. Hey, listen, I don't want to do a show in the snow. It's ridiculous. I don't think so. So January 8th, 2022.
Wow.
2022.
Okay.
You write that down, Mr. Rob Williams.
I'm literally writing. I literally just wrote it down.
Will be Titan Championship Wrestling's 2-year anniversary.
Wow. Okay.
And
wow.
So
that's a big exclusive. Wow.
We were proud to say that we will be having finally our anniversary event that will be held on January 8th, 2022. We held from our home at the Bayville Elks. And again, that you have to be at Mount Olympus to find out what's going to happen that night. Because there's something in the background that people have been asking for that will happen.
Interesting.
But I can't tell you what.
I literally have, for anyone who thinks that I know what's going on right now, I literally have no clue.
That's the thing in me, that is, I do have a team that, people that work around me, but only X amount of people know what things are going on.
Yeah. I got you, man. I understand it. And you know what, man? Sometimes I like not knowing anyway, man, because at the end of the day, I'm a fan for sure.
It's all about the surprise.
I
So
love it.
January 8th, we're proud to say that Titan Championship will have its 2-year anniversary show. I haven't decided on a name on it. 2022. Thank you very much. January 8th, live from the Bayville Elks. I haven't decided on a name on it yet. I may revert to the original name to the very first show we came in, but it's like, maybe do I want to do that? Maybe I want something different. But then again, I may want to do it because it brings back the nostalgic of what Titan Championship Wrestling was all about. So we may bring back the name of the first show was called Monsoon, which is hysterical because everyone calls me Monsoon. They'll go, "Oh, you're such a mark. You named the show after yourself." So, okay. Get in the ring and quiet. I'll do whatever I want.
You're the man in charge right now. And Charlie, I do want to be respectful of your time, man. Thank you so much. But let's get that shameless promo one more time. Where can everyone follow Titan on socials? Get tickets for the event, all that good stuff.
Follow us on Facebook, Titan Championship Wrestling Entertainment. You can follow us on Twitter. Titan Championship 1, I believe it is. I'm not too good on Twitter, unfortunately. We have an Instagram page, Titan Championship Wrestling. Find us on Instagram. We're working on a YouTube page. All of our tickets, merchandise, you can go to our website directly, www.titan-championshipwrestling.com. I'm working on changing it next year to make it a little easier. Trust me. Everything takes a little time, and just keep following because you never know what's going to happen at Titan Championship Wrestling or Goddesses of War.
Oh, I like it. I'm excited. I'm excited to finally be back for some wrestling. We got a busy November, everybody. Charlie, thank you so much for making the time, man. Thank you so much, seriously, for the opportunities you've given me, and just continued success to you and Titan moving forward.
Like I said, dude, I tell this to everybody, and I mean this wholeheartedly. I'm put on this earth to do one thing and one thing only, and that's make everyone else look good. And that's what I always plan to do.
I love it, man. Very well said. Thank you, man. All right, guys. And like we always say here on the BCP, everyone stay safe, stay positive, take care of each other. We out. Peace.